Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Rahabar with the news. First, the UCB headlines. There would be no obstacle in implementation of the budget even in the election year, thinks Finance Minister. Reduction of rate of interest and savings certificate hinted. Reduction of corporate tax of banks in the proposed budget is a wrong step. It would create pressure on lower and middle class people, thinks CPD. And health of Khaleda Zia has deteriorated seriously. The government is nonchalant about it, alleges BNP. Countrywide protest program on Sunday announced. Now, on to the details. Finance Minister A.M.A. Muhith is of the view that implementation of the budget would not face any obstacle even during the election year. Speaking at a press conference, he said that in spite of lower investment and revenue earnings, the government must be credited for achieving higher growth rate. He also hinted that rate of interest and savings certificates would be reduced after approval of the budget. Research think tank Centre for Policy Dialogue (CPD) is of the view that reduction of corporate tax in the banking sector is a wrong step. They feel that disparity in livelihood of lower and middle class people would increase and extra pressure would be created. The views were presented at a post-budget news conference. BNP has informed that health of Khaleda Zia has deteriorated seriously. Talking to newsmen, Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Kabir Rizvi said BNP chairperson has been suffering from fever for the last 3 weeks. He said that this was informed by the relatives of Begum Khaleda Zia after meeting with her at the jail. Meanwhile, BNP has announced countrywide protest program on Sunday demanding better treatment of Khaleda Zia. 15 buses, including 5 double-deckers, have been burned in a fire at Kilkhed BRTC depot in the capital. The fire originated from an empty bus in the depot. Later, it spread to other buses. 6 units of fire brigade doused the blaze after about 2 hours of effort. The chairman of BRTC informed that an inquiry committee has been formed to probe into the cause of the fire. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has reached Quebec City in Canada to attend the outreach session of G7 summit. During her 4-day visit at the invitation of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, she is expected to hold meetings with the heads of state and governments of several countries. Apart from this, Sheikh Hasina would also attend a dinner to be hosted by the Governor-General of Canada. At the conclusion of the summit, she will hold an exclusive meeting with Justin Trudeau in Toronto. During her visit, she will exchange views with Bangladeshi expatriates in Canada. Now, news from abroad. 4 Palestinians have been killed and at least 6 were injured in Gaza Strip by Israeli occupation army. The casualties occurred when the Israeli forces opened fire on the demonstrating Palestinians near Gaza border on Friday. The witnesses informed that Israeli forces opened fire at a Palestinian from a close range and killed him. The incident occurred when the Palestinians were throwing stones at the Israeli forces from the other side of the barbed wire. And that's the end of this bulletin. To view ATN Bangla News, browse www.youtube.com/ATN Tube News. Subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla. Allah Hafiz.